City officials say people are actually visiting Palm Springs in record numbers. I spoke with local businesses. They say this could be because people are looking for a destination to visit while also feeling safe. This is where that deputy-involved shooting happened. In the video we're about to show you, you'll see deputies taking cover behind these pillars before confronting the suspect right here in this courtyard. Just a few weeks ago, firefighters who battled the Apple and El Dorado fire were here using this historic property as a base. They say it was absolutely heartbreaking to return to fight this fire. We will be going back to a stay-at-home order closer to what we saw back in March. And we've heard from restaurant owners in particular frustrated by this news. Many of them have spent thousands of dollars creating outdoor makeshift areas like this. People can experience all kinds of exotic animals here at the fair, including my new friend Paco the Sloth. We're learning new details about what exactly happened here. Take a look at this twisted metal. That big rig overturned. We're back at the fairgrounds. Remember, this is the same site where last week the National Guard was here setting up that emergency mobile hospital. And now they're adding a new resource, drive-up testing. A disturbing morning for people waking up in this neighborhood and still a lot of unanswered questions. We know 2 men have been shot and police have been here since a little after midnight. It's been a long, exhausting weekend for firefighters out here, as well as families who have been evacuated. And the steep terrain out here in Cherry Valley up in these mountains creating a challenge for firefighters. You can see how the fire is climbing up that ridge right now. I just got off the phone with the former mayor's attorney, who is still adamant that he is innocent. But on both sides, a big day in this case where we've seen delay after delay. You know what? It is so cold out here, but that has not stopped shoppers from showing up to get those deals and discounts. I'm joined now by 3 guys who have been here since midnight. Thanks for joining us. I'm Madison Weil. Jeff Stahl and Angela Chen are on assignment. But we start with breaking news today at noon. A plane making an emergency landing on 1,000 Palms Road. Sabrina Martinez has been staying inside this room at the Rodeway Inn and Suites for 2 weeks now. Where would you be otherwise if this wasn't an option?
Out on the street still.
Her story, like many others, being housed by Project Roomkey. The program funded by the CARES Act also provides people with food.
They knock at the door and it's like a little red bag and we grab it and take it and eat.
It's designed to help those who have lost housing, those 65 and older, pregnant women, and or the medically vulnerable.
For me, like having asthma and this COVID-19, it's very scary.
The hotel, located just across the train tracks off Indio Boulevard. Each person here is given a case manager. The county says the ultimate goal is to successfully transition those living in these rooms to permanent, stable housing. Of the more than 800 people countywide being housed under the program right now, they've already successfully transitioned 116. The program not only houses the homeless, but also helps the hotel industry.
Honestly, thank God that we have made it through up until this point.
The manager here says the hotel lost $250,000 in March and April alone.
It's scary. As a business owner, I'm scared.
He says the state is paying his hotel the average nightly rate for each room being used to house someone in need.
This is one of my rooms that we had recently just remodeled. It was one of the rooms that was given out to the county.
He's offered up 10 of his rooms for use.
We put in new flooring, repainted.
Adding he's seen firsthand the guest gratitude and benefit of the program.
Honestly, I've seen them from the time where they checked in to now where they have really rehabbed themselves. Yeah, you can see it on the way they look.
The hotel manager tells me he's not sure how long the state will continue Project Roomkey, but in the meantime, he plans to keep doing what he can to help those in need. In Indio, Madison Weil, News Channel 3. Devastating video captured by firefighters responding to 911 calls that came in a little after 2 Friday morning.
When I got here, half of the front building was totally engulfed.
The fire destroyed Riley's at Los Rios Rancho property. That's about half a mile up the road from the main farm.
My first concerns, we've got a lot of families that work for us.
Devin Riley, the farm's owner, walking through the wreckage.
The amount of destruction of all the historic buildings here. I mean, we've had buildings that have been here since 1906 through the 50s.
This place not only historically significant to his own family, but to generations of visitors.
You know, it's just tradition for... Sorry. It's tradition for people that come here for years.
Their famous apple orchards, a popular spot for field trips, picnics, and events.
So I think it's a nostalgia trip for a lot of folks.
And the farm just survived the Apple and El Dorado fires. Both came dangerously close to the farm's perimeter.
To have this happen just a month later, it's absolutely devastating.
Just a few weeks ago, firefighters who battled the Apple and El Dorado fire were here, using this historic property as a base. They say it was absolutely heartbreaking to return to fight this fire.
This is obviously very sad for their family, very sad for us and everybody in the community.
Riley says the silver lining, the orchard survived, and they have plans to stay open for apple season.
You know, we're gonna open back up. We have to.
In Oak Glen, Madison Weil, News Channel 3.
So I was doing a self-exam about a month after my 30th birthday.
Patrice Sadu says she knew something was wrong back in November of 2018.
Immediately there was a very visible lump. I was laying down and I could feel it.
After feeling that lump on her chest, she came here, Desert Regional's Comprehensive Cancer Center, to get a mammogram.
The way that he said it was, unfortunately, it came back positive. And I'm like, okay, well, what does that mean? Positive for what? And he was like, for breast cancer. And immediately it was like the air just got knocked out of me.
That shocking news got worse. In December, doctors told her she had stage 2A triple negative breast cancer, a rare and aggressive form.
It is the most aggressive type of breast cancer there is.
And so she began her fight to live.
Oh my goodness, you're ridiculous.
Losing hair, but not hope. 6 months of chemo, 33 rounds of radiation, and a partial mastectomy later.
There you go. That's it, right?
Today, she's in remission, now encouraging others to frequently self-examine and make mammograms a yearly routine.
Had I not caught it, if I had waited another 6 months, I don't know that my prognosis would have been so good.
It is very worth it. The imaging nowadays does take less than 3 minutes.
Getting a mammogram today, it's easy, quick, and painless. However, due to the pandemic, fewer patients are coming in than ever.
We've had a lot of patients not showing up, not even for examinations or even follow-up appointments. And I know the fear is COVID.
Dr. Judy Jackson, a director at the center, says they have new protective measures and protocols in place.
We've had not one single patient contract COVID from this facility.
Dr. Jackson says cancer won't wait for the pandemic to end. She's urging people to prioritize getting seen.
Please come in, help yourself, help your life, help your family.
Madison Weil, News Channel 3.